Vice President Mike Pence is defending his wife Karen Pence for accepting a part-time teaching job at a private Christian elementary school.
To see major news organizations attacking Christian education is deeply offensive to us. We'll let the critics roll off our back, but this criticism of Christian education in America should stop.
The Emmanuel Christian School, which enrolls kindergartners through 8th graders, requires employees to, quote, maintain a lifestyle based on biblical standards of moral conduct and explicitly bans, quote, homosexual or lesbian sexual activity, polygamy, transgender identity. In their parental agreement, the school asserts their right to refuse to admit or kick out a student if they identify or support, quote, homosexual activity, and references a passage in Leviticus that says, quote, if a man has sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman, both of them have done what is detestable. They are to be put to death. Their blood will be on their own heads. I'm joined now by David French, senior writer at the National Review. Also, Washington Post columnist Dana Milbank is with me. Dana, there's some recent polling, fairly recent. This is from 2017. It shows that most white American Christians support same-sex marriage. Catholics, 66%. Mainline Protestants, there are the numbers there, 67%. Evangelical Protestants, 34%. This is according to Public Religion Research Institute here. Is this aimed at the evangelical base, or do the Pences really believe this?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt the sincerity of the Pence's beliefs, or anybody who says they have these religious beliefs. But you have to consider also what's going on here. Certainly, it's her right to do it. It's her legal right. It is legal to discriminate against gay people in many ways in America today. The problem is when he says this is deeply offensive, he doesn't find it apparently deeply offensive that the man he's working for and defending on a daily basis was on tape talking about sexually assaulting women, and has now on the record paying hush money to a porn star who alleged an affair. I think it does rally a certain element of evangelical Christians to say this sort of thing, but I think at the same time we also have to remember that this sort of thing was done in the 60s and earlier to ban black people, minorities on the basis of religious beliefs. I suspect someday we will see these policies in the same light.
David, you write that reporting on the school's policy is, quote, Christianity 101. I read your piece. Explain that for us.
Yeah, this is Orthodox Christian sexual morality that has existed within the Christian faith for 2,000 years, and I'm going to respectfully disagree and say this is not going to be a thing of the past. It's going to exist for another 2,000 years. This is essential Christian teaching that says sexual activity is reserved for a marriage between a man, and marriage is between a man and a woman. This, again, Karen Pence is a believing Christian woman, and she is teaching at a Christian ministry. Christian ministries exist like this by the tens of thousands across the United States. My kids went to a school like this. I attended a college like this. I've been on a school board of a school like this. This is Orthodox Christian theology. It is not hateful. It is not bigoted. It is an expression of a belief in a high belief in the authority of Scripture, and a belief that God has outlined the best form of sexuality for all of us.
Can you, David, can you, I want to be very careful. I want to choose my words very carefully here. Is it possible, understanding your position here, being affiliated with these kinds of schools, can you endorse a school like this and still rear children who are open-minded? Can you send your kid to a school like this without that child believing that it's okay to discriminate against gay people?
Well, not only can you, I mean, those are my kids. My kids are believing Christians who love people, who love all people, and Jesus Christ loves all people. This is not an issue of bigotry or hate. There are some Christians who are bigoted. There's no question about that. But these beliefs are not an issue of bigotry or hate. They are an issue of what is true, what is eternally true, what is best for human flourishing as designed by our Creator. That's what's the issue, and we can have a disagreement on that. And look, I vigorously defend the rights of people to disagree with me about this, and to form schools, and to attend schools, and to have exclusive rules as to who can attend those schools, people who believe beliefs that are different from mine. That's what a pluralistic society is about. We disagree about that. I think the problem I have with a lot of the criticism of Karen Pence is the presumption that it is about bigotry, that what she's doing is about bigotry, as opposed to what she is doing is about belief that is sincere and loving.
Dana, Vice President Pence's his record on LGBT issues, it's been criticized by a lot of folks. Back in September of 2018, he spoke at a conference that was hosted by the Family Research Council, which has been designated an anti-LGBT hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Do we think that this is going to have any sort of impact, lasting impact, Dana, or is this something that folks aren't going to be talking about a few months from now?
Well, I mean, given that we're sort of watching a national circus on a daily basis, I would say the answer to that is no, we won't be talking about anything. But this is, you know, this controversy wasn't created by the Pences. This is a longstanding debate. It's coming repeatedly before the Supreme Court, to the extent to which discrimination is legal. I suspect it will be resolved in some way. I mean, neither David nor I knows what the future will bring. I mean, as a political matter, I think this, you know, given that the Trump base is whittled down and at this point and consists of a large percentage of evangelical Christians, I don't think this is necessarily bad politics. It's sort of rewarding the base. And let's give Mrs. Pence the benefit of the doubt. She probably didn't do the job strictly to make a decision or give voice to LGBTQ issues. But of course, it's also fair game, I think, that people raise this issue.
Dana Milbank, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
That's great.
David French, thank you as well. Do appreciate it. Gentlemen, have a good weekend.
Thank you.